those who do not know me, I'm Elena Iankova, the founding director of the Center for International Business Advancement. And I'll read my notes because when I'm excited, I forget my English words. I'm originally from Bulgaria. Now, unfortunately, President Stenker is not able to be with us today, and for his welcoming remark. But so let me be brief and just welcome everybody for being a part of this annual event of the Center for International Business Advancement. And this is the global forum. We organize it every year, and we encourage business, technology, academic leaders to come together and discuss opportunities for regional economic growth through global connectivities and establishing partnerships with potential partners from all over the world. We have a very diverse audience today. About 150 people have registered, and we have representatives We have representatives like business executives from different manufacturing companies in the region. We have startups. We have representatives of government, non-profit organizations, economic development organizations, and students, faculty, staff from Binghamton University and Cornell University, but also from other entities within the SUNY system. We also have retired executives here in the audience, and I would like to acknowledge also the presence of two diplomats from New York. This is His Excellency David Dean. Where is he? David. He's the director of the Taiwan Investment and Trade Office in New York. And then His Excellency Nikola Georgiev. I'm not sure if he... Nikola Georgiev, who is the Consul of North Macedonia. And I would like first to say a big thank you to our sponsors, the Economic Development Administration of the U.S. Department of Commerce, IBM, the Raymond Corporation, Visions Federal Credit Union, the Energy Bank, CIBA, and Walking Ridge Development, and especially the two universities, the Office of Entrepreneurship and Innovation Partnerships at Binghamton University, and also the S.C. Johnson College of Business, especially the Office of External Relations at the College of Business. Now, I would like to recognize also John Tracy. Is John here, or he hasn't arrived yet? He's from the... John? John, okay. This is John Tracy, the representative of the U.S. Department of Commerce, the regional office in Syracuse of the U.S. Commercial Service. And the other sponsors would be Stephen Palmatier, Walking Ridge Development, over there. Shailesh Shufriti, Cliff Olin from CIBA, here. And then Lauren Schellinger, Vice President for International Trade and Finance from M&T Bank. Unfortunately, she was not able to come for a day-long trip. She is based in Buffalo, but I would like to acknowledge a lot of support from M&T Bank, especially in terms of international trade. Now, I would like to specifically thank IBM for being a platinum sponsor for CIBA and for understanding the importance and potential economic impact that CIBA can have on the southern tier by emphasizing the importance of international connections and partnerships. Unfortunately, Mary is not able to be with us today. She is in Mexico, but I'm happy to recognize John Trumbull, who is a lifelong IBMer. And John, if you can stand up, and on behalf of IBM, if you can say a few words.
Yeah, first of all, you'll notice that the picture is a little better than what you're seeing in person. My luck. And just to kind of give you perspective, Mary's in Mexico, she's on a college trip, so you guys are not as important as a college trip. It's really sad she can't be. And I think the words there speak a lot to both her philosophy and IBM's philosophy. In this area, IBM has downsized, obviously, over the years, but Mary and I are both lifelong residents of the area, and she's very committed to helping the community. With all the boards she's on, all the sponsorships, things like that, she's very focused on that. So she's really happy to be able to sponsor an event like this.
Thank you, John. And before we proceed, I'd like for us to take a moment of silence in solidarity with Ukraine, with the remark that this is a war waged by one man, not the Russian people, thousands of whom have died, are locked up probably for years and decades, and or have fled Russia in protest. And I'd like to recognize here in the audience Stefan Vasilko, who is a member of the advisory board of CIBA, and who actually he is a former retired diplomat, and he helped establish the US embassy in Kiev when Ukraine became sovereign nation after the dissolution of the Soviet Union. So this is Stefan. So let's take a moment. And without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, partners and friends, I'd like to give you Lauren Merkel, who is the Vice President for International Affairs and Investment at Empire State Development.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you to Dr. Elena Iankova and the Center for International Business Advancement, and my dear colleague and friend Ed Kowalski for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here. I actually spent about 3 years growing up here when I was young, and my mom's here, and my family is from Binghamton originally, so it's great to be back, and also involved with the Ukrainian church here in Johnson City, so it's lots of things coalescing today. So I want to talk to you a little bit about Empire State Development. We're commonly referred to as ESD. So Empire State Development is New York State's official economic development agency. We're charged with growing New York's economy, both strengthening it for today and planning for tomorrow. We do that in a variety of strategic ways, encouraging business investment and job creation, supporting diverse, prosperous local economies across New York State, and utilizing state resources through loans, grants, tax credits, real estate development marketing, and other forms of assistance to promote economic opportunity. While the mission of ESD remains the same, we adopt the needs of businesses and broader economic trends. Under Governor Hochul's leadership this year, ESD is prioritizing several areas. The first is creating an Office of Workforce Development. New York has a hard-working talent labor force, but there's a disconnect between jobs available and the skills needed to be successful in those jobs. This office will focus on identifying employer needs and training New Yorkers for those quality careers of the future. Another focus area is minority and women-owned business enterprises. Expanding opportunity means supporting those groups who have been historically left out of society's economic progress. New York believes that diversity is our strength, and the governor has proposed to expand the work of ESD's MWBE division to better support the programs and policies to lift up MWBEs across the state and ensure they're better able to participate in state and upcoming federally funded projects. In terms of business growth and development, we're focused on a number of sectors. The first one I'm going to touch on is semiconductors. There's a rising global demand for chips, as we all know, which power cell phones, computers, and nearly every product in the digital industry. Expanding our ability to manufacture chips will be a key driver of America's economic strength, national security, global competitiveness, and technological leadership. Industry estimates suggest it accounts for more than 250,000 direct and nearly 1.6 million indirect jobs nationwide. New York has invested hundreds of millions of dollars into developing more shovel-ready sites for chip fabs than any other state in the nation. New York ranks number 2 in the US for semiconductor patents, number 2 in the US for the highest number of resident scientists and engineers, and we offer 0% corporate income tax for qualified manufacturers in the state. Of course, the sector most relevant to today's discussion, the green economy. Governor Hochul's making a $500 million investment in offshore wind. We expect this investment will create more than 6,800 direct high-paying jobs, a combined economic impact of $12.1 billion statewide, and more than 4.3 gigawatts of energy, which is enough to power nearly 3 million New York homes. This represents half of New York's 2035 goal. We're also incentivizing New Yorkers to go green at home, to achieve 2 million climate-friendly homes by 2030, and to ensure that all new building construction reaches zero emissions by 2027. We're supporting the development of green hydrogen. This includes pursuing federal funding to create green hydrogen hub and combining production and consumption-focused activities into a single vision for decarbonization. State agencies will develop a green hydrogen regulatory framework to measure emissions reduction and health benefits, and will evaluate and develop codes and standards to ensure the safe operation of green hydrogen initiatives. We're developing hydrogen power in partnership with Plug Power. In October 2021, construction began on a $290 million electricity substation and state-of-the-art green hydrogen fuel production facility in Genesee County. It's North America's largest green hydrogen production facility. And my colleague Dave Whipple, who is here, was instrumental in this project. He represents the clean tech and renewable sector in the strategic business division at ESD. And should you have a project in mind in this space, Dave is the guy to talk to. We also have Excelsior Green tax credit opportunities through ESD and incentivize businesses to go green through special green tax credits. There's a lot more I could say, and I'm happy to have discussions with you throughout the day. Thank you for your time, and wishing everyone a fruitful session today.